I'm Francis Wallington, Honorary Life Member, and I want to talk to you about Martyns Law, a new piece of legislation which will concern us as organisers of events and hirers of venues. So let's discuss Martyns Law. What is it? What does it ask of organisers and venues? What are the implications? And what can we do? So where does this law originate? It originates as a result of a campaign by a mother, Fingan Murray, whose son Martin Hyatt was killed by the Manchester Arena bomber. And the security measures at the arena after the actual event or incident were found to be inconsistent. Miss Murray wanted to ensure that events and venues take steps to enhance security and protect participating members of the public. Ensure that learning from the incident had been enacted. So I'm going to show you a video which the Home Office has published, which describes the why and how, okay, and the constraints.
The Terrorism, Protection of Premises Act aims to improve protective security in the UK, requiring organisations to take steps to prepare for the possibility of a terror attack. It means that certain premises and events must take steps that could mitigate the impact of a terrorist attack and reduce the risk of physical harm if an attack happens. For premises to be in scope, they must meet the conditions in the Act, including that they are used for one or more uses listed in the Act. The full list is also set out on our website, but some examples are shops, restaurants, nightclubs, cinemas, arenas and sports grounds, libraries and museums, conference centres, visitor attractions, hotels, places of worship, hospitals, schools and universities. The Act separates qualifying premises and events into two categories. The standard tier is made up of premises where between 200 and 799 people may be expected to be present at the same time. The enhanced tier is for those premises and events where it is expected more than 800 people may be present. To be in scope, an event must also meet other conditions in the Act, including that it is accessible to the public, and there are measures in place to control access, such as checking tickets or taking payments. Such events will always be in the enhanced tier. Premises and events in both tiers must notify the Security Industry Authority that they are in scope. They must have certain procedures that could protect people from harm if an attack happens. In the enhanced tier, premises and events must have certain measures in place that could also reduce vulnerability to attacks. They must document the procedures and measures in place, sharing this with the Security Industry Authority. For more information, search Terrorism, Protection of Premises Act on gov.uk or Protect UK.
So we may be plus and we may be a small organisation, and this may be regarded as far-fetched. But we hire and use village halls, community spaces and hotels. So what if we hire a meeting room in a hotel for a conference or dance? Our actual number attending may be 100 persons or less, but the hotel will have other events happening, such as last year, a Freemasons dinner dance. The actual number of public entering the venue is over the gate of 200 persons. So what can we do? Well, we can be aware that venues over 200 persons qualify We can plan the event and carry out a security or vulnerability risk assessment as part of our planning. Excuse me. Check we have answered the needs and terms and conditions of venue and contractors that we use. Events and are ticket by ticket admission only or for members only. And we can make sure that our insurer is aware of the event and happening and what they expect of us to protect our participants. And I need to remind you that the NEC and vice presidents have a degree of liability. The actual organisation we are members of holds is an unincorporated association, and therefore the liability for any incident or happening or negligence on our part falls, or any member's part falls on us in terms of civil law. So what can we do? Well, we can encourage people to plan events. I love planning large-scale events. We can demonstrate this by submission of risk assessment. We can revise and look at our risk assessment document. We can ensure organisers have had a discussion with venue and contractors. So as the slide politely says, this closing slide, don't panic. If we plan for contingency or the unexpected happening, then we've addressed that issue. I'm doing this presentation so you can be prepared and respond to contractors and insurance requests in a calm and thoughtful way. Some of us, as I said earlier, love organising events and seeing them work, and people, our members, the public, have fun. At the very least, prepare and discuss contingency or emergency plan with a nominated control team linked to each other by mobile or app, such as WhatsApp. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope I've promoted a discussion.